Yeah. Okay. So who would like to start? All of you will have to ask questions. So anyone can start? No? No volunteers?
Can I pass?
No, no
Skip?
passing.
No
No
skipping?
passing.
Would you like to give a topic or something? So
You
I
can
can
ask about
imagine.
personal life, private questions, or questions about work, questions about life, city, whatever.
I have one for both. I don't know.
Okay. Both of them can answer.
Did you buy something last week because hot sale?
Mm.
No. I was looking for a new laptop, but I didn't decide for one, so
Mm.
no.
I guess these things is not, how to say, approachable
Not to
for
take
this.
advantage of during hot sale, you mean?
Yeah, yep. It's all scam, all lies.
Mm.
I did buy something for a hot sale at easy.
What?
Well, angular grinder,
A what?
an angular grinder,
What's that? Ángulo.
angular grinder.
I don't know. Some kind of furniture for the.
No, it's a tool, electrical
Mm,
tool,
okay.
Ah,
amoladora,
Ah,
wow.
okay. Okay.
and how to say, an adminiculum to wash everything, cars, uh,
An adminículo.
walls. Yes,
Like an hydro?
yep.
Ah,
Okay.
cool.
Were they
Cool.
good prices? Like, did you get good prices because of a hot sale?
Yeah, online. Besides, the advertisement says online and on store, but on store is a lie.
But hot sale is usually for online.
Yeah, but the
Mm.
advertising sent for mail to people said till 18 of May, May 18th, wait, both online and on stores. But on
Mhm.
stores, they had the hydro 13,000 pesos expensive,
More expensive.
Wow.
more expensive.
Listen.
Okay. Luciano, why couldn't you pick a laptop? What was the problem? You didn't like the models or?
No, I just didn't decide.
Mm-hmm.
And also, it was a little strange because last week also the government announced like a tax reduce on this kind of products, cell phones and everything. So I decided also to wait a little bit and
Hmm.
see what happens with that.
I didn't want to buy any computer, but I see some, and it's a lie. All the fake
The discounts.
sales is
Mm,
garbage computers.
yeah,
Garbage.
yeah, probably. Probably on.
Yeah, I see that. I
Mhm.
saw that.
Okay. Next question.
Next is the remedy for flu.
So it's either Luciano or Juan.
I'm not good for questions. Luciano, you live in Gualeguaychú, don't you?
Yes, that's right.
Near the Paraná, or what is another river?
Near the Uruguay. Uruguay.
This one.
Yeah. Yes, Gualeguaychú is exactly al lado, at one side of Fray Bentos, which is
Yep. Fray Bentos is in Uruguay.
yeah, it's Uruguay. We are like 40 minutes in car from Uruguay.
Because
It's next to.
Yeah, next to
Fray Bentos, I don't know what city from this side, bridge. Fray Bentos in Uruguay, I don't remember which city is this side in Argentina.
I didn't get the question.
The question? Yeah, I couldn't get it either. Can you repeat?
Which city is this side of this bridge, Fray Bentos in Uruguay?
It's Gualeguaychú. Gualeguaychú Fray Bentos is
in
Yeah,
Uruguay.
the bridge.
Ah,
In Uruguay is Fray Bentos.
ah,
Yeah, Fray
this
Bentos
side in Argentina, Gualeguaychú. Okay.
yeah, Gualeguaychú. But there's also another. I don't know if it's I think it is in Colón. That is Colón Paysandú, I think.
Yeah.
That is another city from Uruguay. That it's not really far from here. Probably 2 hours or an hour and a half.
Yep. Yeah.
so it's your turn, Luciano. No.
I don't know.
Come on. You need to ask the chat before our class so that you are ready
Yeah,
for a couple of questions.
yeah. So we have a little time to think about it. Do you have for both? Do you have any interesting anecdote from something that happened to you last week? Anything?
No. I'm not any. I'm here sitting in my house working. Now I'm working 100% remotely. So I go out a little, only for food or groceries.
Do you prefer working remote 100% or?
Since pandemic, I work almost 100% remotely. But when it start to opening the attend to offices and places, I only have to attend 1 time per week. In another shop, 2 times per week. In this shop, none, 0. But I have the possibility to attend to an office when I want.
Okay.
Maga, any anecdotes or something to tell these days?
No, I'm trying to think, but I think no, I don't have one from last week.
Only the weather. Only the weather. Okay. Well, I don't want to torture you anymore. You need to be ready for questions, guys.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to
Would you
work,
like to make us suffer?
as I said before, questions. So I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to begin with an activity that has 10 questions, a quiz with 10 questions to choose the correct one. Let's see if you remember the theory about embedded questions or indirect questions. What makes the question indirect is this part that is added at the beginning as an extra part, but the real question is in the second part, right? I mean, the second part is the one that has what I want to know. The first part
Yep.
is only introducing, okay, presenting the idea. So which is the correct option here? Do you know how tall?
They are.
Is it
Luciana, do you agree with any of them, or for you it's another?
Is it?
So we've got two is it's and one they are, right?
Yep.
Okay, so let's go with is it. So what's the problem with is it? Here talks about the word order.
it
Why?
is?
Because
Okay.
remember that in this
Okay.
type of questions, the rule of the question in the second part changes. It's not a question anymore.
Okay.
So the one that Maka said is the only one that follows the rule because this contraction is not possible. Okay? So she was right.
Okay.
Yeah? Does that make
And the
yeah.
question, and with the first one is correct if it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
To talk about being tall and eat, like you never talk about eat. Well, could be maybe talking about an animal
I
or
think
something like that. Could be. But yeah,
a tree.
the problem is the order. So
Okay.
we,
And
yeah,
the problem with his is the contraction. That is not correct
exactly.
in this case.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, you can never use a contraction like at the end of.
Okay.
Okay, so remember that second part in an embedded or indirect question has to be like a sentence. So the real question formation is in the first part, and the real meaning of what I want to know is the second part. Okay?
Okay. Yep.
Now, which one is correct from the three? They look very confusing, so pay attention.
Can you tell me where you were born?
The first no. I think the
Do you
I don't
all
know.
agree that
This
yeah?
Yeah, first no.
I'm sure the first no, but I don't know between the second and the third.
Okay,
I
let's
think
check with Luciano. Luciano,
where
do
you
you
born?
agree that number one is not correct? Yeah, it's not correct.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, so this one, not possible. Now, Maca is between these two. Juan said this one. What do you think?
With the clock. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock.
I think it's
The second,
The second meaning this or the second between these two? I have it out with it.
I think it's the last one.
Okay, so you're
Yeah.
uh-huh. But you look doubtful.
No,
the second is confused.
yeah, I think it's the last one because the one in the middle it
I
looks
guess
strange
is
in the where you worn. I think
the rule is the
something
same.
is missing.
Please don't
The-
overlap when you're talking. So if we go back to the rule of the previous one, we talked about the order of the words, right?
Yep.
So which one respects the order of a typical sentence and not a question?
the last.
What I said before, this one. Because all the rules you learned to respect in a typical question get broken in these types of questions. Like here in this part, not here, okay? I'm not talking about the first part that is only introductory. I'm talking about the real question. Okay, Luciano? You get it?
Okay, I don't like this kind of questions, embedding
Oh,
questions.
I know. I know. You look angry with these types of questions. Okay. Sorry, but well, they exist, you know. Okay, let's continue. Which one now is not correct?
Only
The
one?
first. Oh, which is not correct. Oh,
Correct.
nothing.
Only one, not
nothing.
correct?
Hmm?
Only one?
The last.
So there are two that are correct and one that is not correct. That would be the, no? Luciano, what do you think? I know you don't like it, but come on. You've got to burn your brain.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Pick one. Make a hazard guess.
I can guess that the first one is incorrect.
Uh-huh. Why? I'm going to ask why.
I'm just guessing.
Just a guess.
No, why?
No,
No
okay.
thinking.
Yeah.
Can anyone say why
I
number
guess
one is incorrect?
What?
Can anyone say why number one is incorrect?
assuming that this is the incorrect one.
Yeah,
Is he?
because of the is he. Remember what we said in the previous two questions?
The rule.
Again, the order has to be the order of a sentence, not of a question. Yeah?
Yep.
But there's one additional issue here in this one, because it doesn't look like a question. It looks
Yep.
like a sentence, because
Yep.
it begins with, I want to know.
I want to know.
This is like, I wonder, I want to know. And they never end with a question mark, but there's a question embedded in the sentence. ¿Ya?
Okay. Yep.
¿Luciano? ¿Estamos? ¿O no?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so siempre que tenemos, the rule in Spanish would be, siempre que tenemos una pregunta adentro de otra pregunta o adentro de una oración, es una pregunta indirecta. Y si es una pregunta indirecta, tiene que llevar el orden de una oración y no de una pregunta. ¿Se entiende?
Yep.
Ok. Y al ser indirecta,
Okay, okay.
nunca va a estar, esa pregunta nunca va a comenzar la oración, porque al ser indirecta siempre va a estar iniciada por algo que no es parte de esa pregunta. Y es lo que la vuelve indirecta. ¿Sí? ¿Ok?
Okay.
Una vez que le captas la vueltita que tiene, it's simple, because all the time you follow like the same rule and that's it. ¿Mm?
Okay.
So I picked a good topic for today. You were in need of this. Okay. Which word goes in the space?
Mhm. I think because the house is where?
Sorry, where you said? Couldn't hear.
Because
Where?
the house, I guess, where, but because the yet, it could be when.
Okay. Let's wait for the others.
It sounds horrible.
Does it? Why? They wonder?
No, no. Everything.
Okay. Does it sound horrible for you too, Luciano?
Yeah, I don't know. I think all the options sounds
Confused.
confused, but I think it's trying to answer if or trying to say something like I don't know if he has moved yet, so I think it's probably weather.
That's it. Exactly.
But it's just because I'm trying to understand what he's trying to ask.
That's the point.
Um,
It's perfect. What you're doing is perfect. Just by analyzing what the person means by using this expression is how we know how to complete it. Because in fact, we are not asking where he has moved to or when he has moved there. We wonder whether he has moved yet or not. But the thing is that the or not is not included. Okay?
Okay.
So the doubt this person has is the one that requires the whether. In fact, well, here says that if the question does not specify or you cannot choose like a WH interrogative to complete, it's because you either use if or whether. And I wonder is me pregunto, okay? Sometimes we say in Spanish, me pregunto por qué, me pregunto a dónde, me pregunto cuándo, me pregunto si. Y ese es el I wonder. Okay?
Okay.
And it's
Okay.
very common in the language. So it's good if you can start like keeping this expression with you. Okay. Which words complete the sentence?
Saying it's.
Okay.
yeah, I agree.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. So this one was easy. Why? Because of the weather Or what made it easy than the others?
Yeah, the weather and the final part, or not. So it's kind of comparing or
Okay.
something similar.
And probably because it doesn't look like a question, it's not confusing. The others were typical questions, so it's normal, like not to know what to put if a question, if a sentence. It's more confusing. Okay, so you've got to dictate, and I copy. I type. So we've got to rewrite using the introductions provided. So we've got the question, where did John put the report? And it begins, do you know?
Where? Showing.
John
Puts.
put the
Put it.
report. Put the report. Do you know where
Okay.
John put the report? No? The past of put is put. Put. Okay? Put.
Okay.
No need of auxiliary, right? Or we need to use auxiliary here?
No.
No.
The
No
rule?
need.
No. Good. Great. Yeah? Is it making a little sense, little by little, or not?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yep.
What's the date, please? Can you tell?
Can you tell me what day
What?
it is?
What day
Date.
is?
Is? What day is?
It. What day
It?
is? Is.
It is.
It is.
Final
Tell
answer?
me what day it is, please.
Yep.
Yeah? You all
I
agree?
think yes.
Okay.
Meh. Without it,
Without,
it.
like this.
What date is? What day?
Okay, try not to change
Um,
or add more words. Try to use only the words you've got
January.
there and redistribute them.
What day is?
There's one word missing.
What the date is?
What
Eh.
the date is. Oh, yeah.
oh,
I don't know why I didn't see there.
That's okay.
If the
The flight.
flight
I couldn't catch the first one, sorry.
if
Have you?
the
If,
flight
Flight is on time.
like that?
The flight going to be on time.
yeah.
Have you any idea if the flight is going on time? No? Going?
I guess so.
Up to here, they are not helping with this one.
If the flight
Yeah.
is on time, it is going on time. Because if we have to use everything that is in the
Or
question,
if the flight will be on time.
Ah, but there you will be
no,
changing.
but it's going. Yeah, you change the words.
So,
Have you any
Going to
idea
be.
Is it going to be on time?
if the flight is going to be on time? Yes. Now it's correct.
now it's correct. Okay, so they look like 100 words, but they are all necessary. to express what we mean.
Okay.
I wonder.
If Jennifer is dating.
I wonder who,
If.
Oh,
No. I wonder who Jennifer is dating. Who Jennifer is dating.
Luciano?
Yeah, I agree. It
Yeah?
looks correct for me.
It is. Good.
Whether
It works or not.
it works.
Like this?
Yep.
Check the tenses.
Work without S.
Work.
Check again.
Well,
Worked. Worked.
Worked or not. The
Because it
tense.
did.
Mhm.
Okay.
because the did.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. It's in the past. Okay? Good?
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay.
So what is it important to remember about this type of questions?
Word orders
Mm-hmm.
and exact tenses.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds horrible.
And there are a couple that are like special, no? Special phrases. The ones with weather, for example. Or I wonder.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, let's practice a little bit more. So here we've got, they are very much used with reported speech. Probably you remember them from reported speech. So, for example, when a person asks you, how old are you? In a direct question, then in the reported speech, when the question becomes indirect, this is what you have. She asked me how old I was. And there's a transformation in the question. There's a transformation of order, also of person, subject, pronoun, and tense. Can you see what happens?
Mhm.
So this is
Yep.
another thing to take into account with indirect questions or embedded questions. Reported speech rings the bell, doesn't it? Or not?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, let's see if we can create the second one. I
Yes,
can't
them.
copy here. So let's copy in the chat. Try to order in the chat here in the Zoom chat, so that you can
Yeah.
writing them.
Where what they were doing.
Okay. Okay. Do you agree?
Yeah.
If it's what you believe, say, I agree with that one. He asked them what, okay. Be careful, Juan, because you wrote it like in a question again, but it's what Maca wrote, like the order of a sentence, what they were doing. And if I ask you now, can you think of the original question, what the person directly asked the other?
What were they
What
doing?
were they doing?
No.
What are they doing?
What are they doing? Exactly. Because what you have to imagine in this type of activity is a situation at the moment and a situation reported later. Okay?
Okay.
So those two are the different sequences. What we
Yeah,
are
it's
doing now,
confused.
yeah, it's a little bit, but you do it very often in Spanish, and it's an exercise you need to train in English because you do it in Spanish. Like, sí, la vi, me dijo que había estado o que le preguntó cuándo, blah, 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 blah. That's the Spanish, okay? So, in Spanish you have, if you are with the person, cuando están con la persona, it's tengo esto, voy a hacer tal otro, o sea, it's like all in the present. Or sometimes even in the past, and what you report is the past of the past. Or even future in the past. Sí, mañana voy a visitar a fulanita. So then you report, sí, me dijo que al día siguiente iba a visitar a fulanita. Okay? And that is a report from future to future in the past. It's crazy, but it happens. Okay? So let's do number 3 now. Look at number 3.
I ask
You
you
If
if
you
were
were
afraid.
Were afraid. I asked you if you were afraid. Okay. And what's the direct question at the moment, at the time of speaking?
Are
you
you
afraid?
afraid?
Are you afraid? Great. Excellent. Look at number 4 now.
We ask
She.
We
Why was
asked
her
she.
mom?
Was her mom angry?
ask her
Careful. We asked her. Be careful
Her.
with the pronoun, okay? We asked
We
her.
asked her why
she
was angry.
was angry. Yeah.
We asked her why she was angry. Ojo que we es el subject y luego de asked you need object pronouns, ¿sí?
Yeah.
Okay, me, you, him, her. Okay, and the direct, the dialogue at the moment. Hey.
Are you angry?
Why are you angry?
Why are you angry? No?
A mom?
Hmm?
A mom?
We asked.
Why your mom?
No, it's we asked
We
mom.
ask
No.
We
Why
asked mom.
we ask
No,
her
we
why
her mom.
mom
We asked
was
her
angry.
mom.
Why mom
was angry
was
with
angry?
her?
Yes.
No, not in a with. No.
No.
We asked
Her
Her.
why mom was angry.
So the she?
No. We asked her why.
Oh, why don't we start typing? Because when this happens, we need to start typing and changing position of words. Come on.
We asked.
Probably the with is missing. That's the problem.
Yeah, it looks like something is missing.
Yeah, probably the with. There's a typo in the activity.
Why? We need is, I think. We ask her mom why she is
We
angry.
asked her mom why she was angry. Are those
Yeah.
enough?
We asked.
Can you type it, Maga?
Yes.
She
Okay.
asked her mom why she was angry. So now, yeah. So it's okay. Yeah. Good. Number 5. Come on. Let's continue a little bit more.
I asked him
I
what
asked him
was
what
happening.
was happening.
Okay. Can you copy, please, Juan? Can you type it on the chat? Because I have a couple of questions with this one. Okay, so if I ask you the direct question here, which is it?
What is happening?
Yeah.
What's happening? What's happening? Okay, and what's happening is what type of question is it? What's happening?
Direct.
Yeah, it's direct. And what else can you tell me about this question? Does it have subject?
No.
Okay, so what type of question is it? If it doesn't have
Subject.
it's a subject question, exactly. Because we don't have subject. So it's a direct subject question. When you don't have subject, you are asking about the subject. Okay?
Okay.
And the name of that question is a subject question. Can you think of another example of subject question?
What's going on?
Okay, what's going on? It's similar to what's happening, what's going on. Can you think of any with who?
Who's driving? Who's talking?
driving?
Who's that?
No, that would be the subject.
What's
This happens when you have who or what, also how many. And then you have just the verb in the question, okay?
what's up?
But those are synonyms of what's happening. It's the same. What's happening, what's going on, what's up. Okay, but who's driving? Who called you? All the type of questions that you do not use auxiliaries in these questions. No auxiliaries. This is typical of auxiliaries in this type of questions. Okay?
Okay.
Continue with number 6. Yeah, we've got couple of minutes. Where?
He asked me.
You ask me where
Will I stay?
Where would stay?
Again, he asked me.
Me. Where would I stay?
Be careful. Second part.
Where I would stay.
Where I would stay. Immediately after the pronoun, where, who, what, why, is the subject. Okay?
Okay.
Unless you don't have the subject, like in the what's happening. Okay. 7.
They asked them.
They asked them.
If
If I could help.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And can you think of the direct question in this one?
Can you
could
help?
you help
They?
me?
No.
Can you help? They?
Mm-mm.
Can he help you?
Can he help you? Son terceros preguntando a terceros sobre mí.
Yeah. A little bit confusing, but
Very. But possible. It can happen that you need to express something like this. Okay, number 8.
They asked me
If
I had been skiing ever. Have been ever skiing.
Skiing, the pronunciation. So
Skiing.
they asked me if
I had been
I
ever skiing.
had ever, always
Had ever.
the adverb after the first auxiliary. I had ever been skiing.
Skiing.
Can you think of the direct question in this one?
Have you ever? Have he ever?
No, with have you. They asked me. Cuando me lo
Okay.
me preguntaron directo. Have you
Have you ever?
been skiing?
been skiing? Para mantener el continuo.
Okay.
Okay, and the last one. Come on.
We
We ask
asked
him
him how
how much
money
he'd
he
spent.
spent.
Okay. Okay. So, what do you think of this type of questions? Beautiful. Luciano,
So beautiful.
not going to come
I'm
back.
going to dream.
I don't even imagine using this type of question.
But they are very frequent. Like
Okay, maybe they're common, but
yeah. The same way you use them in Spanish, they appear in English. So, well, important to learn about them and to know how to use them, right?
yes.
Yes.
Continue with your courses on the platform, people. Don't forget. Okay?
yeah.
They're waiting for you. Okay. Well, thank you for today. See you next Monday.
Yes.
Can we play something next Monday?
Sure. Why not? Of course.
Okay.
Play what?
No,
Football,
no.
tennis,
With no
squash?
questions. No
With no
questions.
question. Okay. With no
You
question.
want to?
Well,
Do you
you
want to
can
play
include
paddle?
some questions, but
Okay. But in a game. If it's a game, everything's
But
okay.
you
yeah.
ask questions, not us.
No, not me, the game. Okay. Promise. Well, guys,
Thank you.
see you next.
Well,
Okay, see you.
bye.
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 Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.